Hello boys, my name is Yoshi. Hope you guys don't get too bored, but yeah, we're playing online again. This is the second part, and probably the last bonus episode I do for a while, unless I decide to do more, but I think I want more time to be used for other games. Anyways, in the last episode, we did some race mode of online, and we were able to get pretty high VR, actually, surprisingly. We got a lot more points faster than we expected. But now it's time for Knockout Tour, a 24-player elimination race. With players, this will probably be a lot more interesting. Anyways, we're just gonna jump into it and hope for the best. Unlike before, we will always get 24 players here. More often than not, a bunch of them end up being CPUs. I don't know why there's not 24 players in here, but like more often than not, there's just a bunch of CPUs. It's ridiculous. Anyways, Knockout Tour is a little bit different because, well, it doesn't really have many choices when it comes to, like, race races. Instead, there's just 8 cups, or rallies, rather. You'll just pick one of the ones at random, or actually, I think the game just picks for you. Anyways, so some of these characters may look like they're dead right now, but I think... Oh, okay, I guess we did get 24 players. More often than not, though, a lot of these people end up being AI. I'll say that much. But yeah, other than that, Knockout Tour is just the same as it was before. It still starts about the same way as you would in a normal run. It's also a lot more laid back because you don't have to be first until the very end. So you can strategize on when to use the items, and for the first time ever, we probably don't want to even try to be aggressive and like, go for every skip. We could try it, but then we might just get hit by a blue shell, and that would completely ruin our race. So all we really need to do is just do as the game says, and in this case, be 20th or better. As long as we can focus on achieving that, we'll be fine. And you might notice already, because of all the blue shells that come, the best place often in Knockout Tour is not even first. It's second generally, because when you're in second, you don't get hit by as many items, but you're also far enough on the path that you don't have to worry about getting hit by anything. Really, all you have to do is make it to the spot. Within that spot. It doesn't matter if you're first until the very end. So we can finally play this mode the way it was intended to do. Whereas in the original, we would have... I'm just going to use this flash quickly. I don't want to be too far back. Remember, we still have to be 16 for better. I might actually take this shortcut just to get away from the pack here. Generally, running Knockout Tour is kind of random. It can go all sorts of ways. We're not getting any coins here. Obviously, games are even more important in Knockout Tour than any other mode, because all of a sudden, like, you get a bunch of coins in any other mode. Oh, wait, that's a really early shot, but then again, in Knockout Tour, it tends to be a bit more random. But again, we don't really care what happens. We just need to be 16 or better. That's all it is. If we are 16 or better, we will keep going in. Early on, we mostly just want to focus on building up coins. Then once we have 20th, we could start to make a comeback and then choose when to highlights depending on how low we are. Like, if we're too low, then we'll use an item like we're doing now to quickly get into the lane. I'm gonna actually blow both of my hands here. You know, we could save them for later, but chances are we might get another hands later. Okay, we're doing surprisingly well. As long as we're in 16th though, and in this now 12, we'll keep advancing, and the only parts that will get hard this time will be towards the end, with the last part being, obviously, you want to get first, obviously, for the best ranking, but it can be kind of hard to do if you are not tested. But yeah, Other than that, yeah, silly as it is, Knockout Tour feels a lot more rated back. Obviously, you can still get unlucky on this, but focus now is you don't have to be first right away for every lap anymore. It's really a big difference. You just need to be in the position it says. As long as you're sort of better, you'll be fine. You'll be able to keep going. Okay, we do not have a good item. We might actually get destroyed here. Ooh, this is closer than I expected. Ooh, that was close. We actually almost got eliminated there, mainly because we got hit pretty early on. But now we have a star, so we can start taking shortcuts. Let's look for an item and try to get ahead. We need to do that because we're in like close to last. Alright, well at least we made it back up. Now we just need to stay in 8th, and then the last part will be the only part that matters. Of course, as we get later on, it does get much harder to win. And if you see that you're in a bad spot, you may have to change your strategy. Speaking of which, I'm doing that now. We're going to try and get powerful items here. Okay, I don't think we made it, actually. Well, we're gonna probably have to do at least a few more, but yeah. Obviously, the later it goes, the harder this mode becomes, obviously. By the end, it does get a little bit frustrating towards the end. At the very least, you get to see what happens when you have to select. At the very least, you get to see what happens when we fail. To be fair, this mode is kind of random. This is like the true version of this mode. At the very least, it's not as hard, but you definitely still need to use your items at the right time. And more often than not, you definitely want to try and front run at some point. If you're not, then chances are you could get really screwed. I think I probably should have just changed my items there, but it didn't help that I got hit a lot towards the end. I did my best to hit, but we didn't have good items, so was using their power items. I got really terrible items there. I think that ultimately screwed me up. Because this mode is quite a bit longer than ours, we'll probably only have time for at least a couple of cups. Depending on what happens, we might even cut out the aftermath of the cups so we can see what happens. But yeah, we're only going to show this replay once. Hopefully in the remaining, we will be in, hopefully in the top 8 and whatnot, and we'll be able to keep going. But yeah, here they are. They're about to arrive at the final shortcut here. Now the last part is where it could get really interesting. Whoa, this camera's going really funky right now. It's a pretty tight race towards the end, though. Everyone keeps hitting themselves back and forth. I wonder what's gonna happen. Keep switching constantly. Whoever this Mario is pretty good. He was in the front for a while and got hot for quite a bit. Trying to do a bit better, hopefully. Honestly, we just got hit too much, and that was probably why we got destroyed there. To be fair, when you're playing with players, this is much more difficult. So now we get to see how much we actually lose. Oh, we still get points. Well, to be fair, we were in a really high spot, so hot, surprisingly. So we ended up still making it. Of course, because this is like a normal mode, we don't get a first, second, or third at the end. We just get a nice try. That's what you get when you fail one of these. But anyways, yeah, we're probably gonna have only time enough for one more. Hopefully we can make it to the end this time. And yeah, I'll see you guys when that happens. Okay, it started up surprisingly faster. Maybe there's a lot more people doing this than I expected. It did not take long for us to get that many players, so here we are, another 4-player race. These races are always 24 players, and while sometimes we'll likely get a few bots in here, it seems like that hasn't been happening for the most part in these races. I'm gonna back up a bit. Oh good, we have protection. Where was this protection when we needed it sooner? We had so much opportunities to get protection, and yet we just got completely destroyed the last couple of times we've done this. I slowed down a bit, but that was just so I can get a slightly better item. Okay, we'll throw this right away, because that's not great. We can... we're using this. Gotta make up for getting hit there. Again, we just need to be 20th with her. Simple enough, it seems. Okay, we did not get a chance to do that shortcut. Oh, well, we're about to get some coins. Let's try and get some of those. Oh, we got the light dish. That's really cute. I don't like these items. I feel like I would keep getting a boomerang. Honestly, the boomerang is one of the worst items you can get in this build. Ideally, you want mushrooms, so you could just keep making comebacks. Instead, we're not getting them. Just getting kind of nerve-wracking, I'm not gonna lie. I know this is a long part, but at the same time, we kind of want to make it to the end specific position. If we don't, we're eliminated. It would suck to go out on the very first map point, I'll say that much. Let's do that just so we can get our items. There we go. Now we should have a good setup. But again, we don't really care about using them right away. As long as we're 20th by the end, we're still going to win. And we're probably going to save this to the very end. Whew. Good. We didn't lose that first checkpoint, so that means we're still doing good. Oh boy, we got a blue. I have no idea what to do with this. We'll see. We'll just wait and see what happens. Okay, when I get to the next item set, I'm gonna chain this. Yeah, okay, I see the next item set. Alright, I'm gonna chain this now. Try to get better items, maybe. Other than that, we'll just try to do our best, and hopefully this time we do not fall out at that checkpoint when we did. Honestly, the best position is, again, probably second or around this middle spot. Okay. We're in good. We're looking good now. I'm gonna probably go on the very edge of this to try and avoid some of these people who are using items. I'm a little freaked out, so I'm gonna use one item. Oh boy! Lightning. Okay, we made it. Lightning definitely causes lots of chaos, especially in this mode. Like, especially since you're constantly trying to hold a lot of ahead items. Oh wow, we're very close together. All the leaders actually are really close together. This is a really short spot too, so I don't want to... I'm just going to hold this in case there's a bullet. Okay, we have protection. We should be fine for this checkpoint at the moment. We'll just keep going and hope for the best. Or not. We'll just get it once. It's crazy how literally We just got hit one time and we immediately dropped to 11. Okay, we barely made it. That was frustrating. We had such a good lead. All it takes is one hit and you just lose all those slots. We have a good item now, so we can still make a comeback. I really need to start front running this stuff. Like, we need to get far in front. Okay, well, we have a shortcut anyway, so we'll just take that. Get back our lane. Let's try to get a draft here. That baby Daisy was trying to make it difficult, but we ended up drafting him. We'll use that to get a few people. Okay, we still have a ways to go. We did not get a good IM set, and now we're in that decent side again. We better use mushrooms to make it come in quickly. We'll just use this now. We had a good amount of coins at first. Now we're not. Now we don't have as much. Lightning again. That's good, because now they all slow down like we do. Okay, now we're at a good spot, because people just got lightning, so most of them probably don't even have any items. We're looking good, I think, this time. Alright, well, made it to second last chat point. That's a big improvement from what we did the last time. Now there's less items to worry about, so now it's gonna kind of calm down to the end. This is where we need to stop begging and basically just start driving for it and hoping for the best. This is where my skills that I built up in Winter will actually maybe come into play. It's still gonna be hard, but from here, this is usually the best time to front run. Because early on, if you try and do it, you're just gonna get hit by everything. It's probably easier to just wait until a later checkpoint to do it, but now that we're at such a late checkpoint, we kind of want to do it, because that honestly gives us the best safety. Oh my goodness. I will say, probably the biggest difference is just like looking back at the other players and just realizing they're suddenly right there. I'm so used to the AI that like whenever I see players, I get nervous. I'm looking back right now. I want to see, okay, I'm about to get out my protection because I saw somebody with triple reds just now. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna let this guy stay in front of me so we don't have to worry about him. Or not. Okay, we did not time that right. To be fair, that is one of the harder checkpoints. As long as, assuming we went through it a bit faster, we probably would have made it sooner. So far, we've not even made it to the final checkpoint, which is not good. We've been pretty much destroyed every time, just saying. Again, that was kind of random. There was not a lot we could have done once we got hit there. To be fair, we didn't have any great items. Probably saving an item from the final checkpoint would have made that easier. Maybe next time I should probably try and get better items, but there's no way of really knowing how good you'll do at the time. You just kind of have to round. Nagantor is kind of a weird mode. We still got a good amount of points from that. I'm surprised we got a lot, despite being in 8 again here. But anyway, I guess since we didn't get there, so we'll try this one more time. We got Acorn Rally again. We literally just did this, and wait! Oh my gosh, it happened. Look, there are so many CPUs all of a sudden. I wasn't kidding when I said sometimes you'll just get a bunch of CPU players for no reason. And this actually happened. Literally, 50% of the people in here aren't even actual players, they're CPUs. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Oh man. Well, I guess I was talking about the CPUs quite a bit. I think I talked a little bit too hard because now all of a sudden Bam! All of a sudden, look at all the CPUs. Oh boy. I wasn't kidding though, like, more often than not, while this mode can get 24 players, more often than not, it seems like half of the time you just don't get 24 players. More than often than not, half of them end up being CPUs, which is so strange. And just really weird. I don't know why that happens, it just happens. And because these CPUs are a bit more random than normal players, pretty much anything can happen. Thankfully, it is pretty easy to tell them apart. The CPUs will not have a blinking icon over their head telling you who they are, but the players do. That's your easiest way. But otherwise, same strategy still applies. We just need to be in the specific position. Of course, now that there's a lot of CPUs, it'll be a lot easier to do that. I honestly kind of miss those knockouts or 24 player games. The fact we were actually able to get 24 players twice in a row felt really lucky, honestly. Like, it's so weird, it's actually kind of crazy. Okay, guys, seriously, Tio, you and me, we're not gonna let this Piranha Plant win, right? Because he's an AI. You, the players, deserve some respect, you know? If I'm gonna lose to someone, I'd rather lose to you than an AI. Because, like, especially with the new changes, the AI is really, really slow now. It kind of makes Knockout Tour a bit boring now. Before, they actually kind of still did pretty well, and that did make a big difference. But now, like, whenever you see a mod like this, basically the mode kind of becomes similar to what we did before, and just literally front run, except now the final checkpoints will be much harder than before, because obviously now we actually have players who probably try to use power items to get ahead of us. So actually front running this could be quite difficult now. You kind of have to play it by ear and hope for the best. But yeah, other than that, I'll probably just do what I do best. I'm gonna front run and hope for the best. I'm gonna let this guy pass me actually, so we don't have sniped ideally. Try to avoid it. Yeah, I'm going wide. I don't want to get hit by those greens. I think I practice getting a consistent race, so I'll be fine. Well, at the very least, unless something weird happens, we're probably gonna make it to the final checkpoint this time around, seeing as how the CPUs are like, at this game now. It's a little bit sad, honestly. Before this patch, the AI were still pretty hard, and in Knockout Tour, they were especially unforgiving and could catch up at pretty much any time. But now, with all the changes now, it feels like they're not really nearly as powerful. I'm just gonna save my mission to the very end this time. I'm gonna play it a bit smarter, and from here, we're pretty much just gonna do what we usually do when we play these tries. Which, this one, we usually just get mushroom resistant and just hope for the best. Sorry, though. Sorry, buddy. Played this a lot, and you'd think. Oh, I kind of missed that pad. But again, doesn't matter. We just need to be first at the last checkpoint. Otherwise, we just need to be 12th in this one. This was nearly where we got eliminated the last time. But to be fair, it was in a 24-player room, so to be fair, it was really tight. I'm just gonna use my mushroom now. Later. We'll try to get some better items, maybe. We'll just kind of do what we've been doing already. Oh, okay, he's not selling out. Alright, then. Looks like he's taking the blue for me. Perfect. I know we are at a boost pad, so he's probably going to get his speed back, but it's better that we do this now than later. Now we're in the lead again. So we don't have a bright item, so we could get ready here. Where did everyone go? Yeah, I don't see anybody over there. What the heck happened to them? Because the CPUs are much weaker now, I will say that it does feel like we can get a blue grade if we get a good advantage. I think this might be our chance to win it, or at the very least make it to the last checkpoint. This is where we lost the last time, but it was mainly because we got hit by so many items. Okay, I'm not gonna trade items yet because there's still a single item box set. I think most of the players are still in the cup yet, and wow, we have a pretty big advantage over everyone. They're probably gonna maybe start grinding items, maybe. Alright, so now we can see what we're doing up front. We can get a boost item now. Of course, because there are CPUs in the room, they basically just use shock whenever they feel like it. Okay, I'm just looking for everyone. Looks like Luigi's the next closest. I have no idea what happened to the Bowser Jr. Maybe he got hit really badly. Okay, I think I actually see him. He's just a little farther back now. He must have gotten hit a bunch because he fell really far behind, and now I have a very massive breakaway. Keep in mind, I'm not even playing a speed combo. Speed combos are actually probably best for this if you plan on front running, but I also like this kind of combo because if you're on a lightweight, you can make up. You can stay in the lead for a surprising amount of time, even if your speed at first seems kind of bad. Alright, we're finally getting good. It's a surprisingly long time before we finally got good. Oh, here they are. See them now. I'm gonna drift to try and get some speed back. We should be able to make it to the last checkpoint, though. Oh, we're still in first. Okay, that's good. And we still have an item to protect ourselves, so that's even better. There we go. So now we should have mostly players. Or, I guess in this case, free players. Perfect, we got the skip. That's one of the few things I've actually practiced in the game. I say we just protect and hope for the best. Okay, yeah, I figured they had at least some mushrooms. Okay, does he have a mushroom? He does. Okay, this could be a problem. Okay, well that was not bad, honestly. At the very least, I think we beat what was the other AI on this track. So yeah, we all beat the AI. Okay, we did surprisingly well, and we didn't win, but to be fair, those two players were really good. They were smart to save an item for the end. That's the one problem with front running, but to be fair, I had a really big lead, so that worked out well, actually. I think that's a good point to end this part on now. So before we get any other players, quickly, let's switch modes. Now we'll do battle mode. Battle mode we haven't played in a very long time. It's very random. Who knows what could happen here? I'm actually gonna change my combo a bit. Let's look for one, actually, let's look for one that has handling. The only thing that really matters is that your handling stat is really high. Let's go with this one. Anything with a good handling stat is probably better in battle mode, because then you can turn a lot faster and get things a lot done. But yeah, other than that, we're gonna do battle mode now. Battle mode is probably just as random as it was before. For those of you who don't know, battle mode is quite a few different modes to it. There's balloon battle, there's coin runners, and then Mario Kart 8 Deluxe added all sorts of other unique modes to it. But the most popular one by far is balloon battle, where it's basically a survival mode. You pretty much, you don't have to necessarily do well at it. You just need to, like, focus on surviving. Basically, the person who gets eliminated last, that person is the, or rather, the last surviving wins. At least that's what it used to be. But now, with the new changes, I believe it's now where if there is a balloon battle now, we'll be able to do other things with it. I guess mainly balloon battle. Nowadays, if you lose all 3 balloons, you're not out. Instead, it's simply just down to whoever hits the most players often. So it feels way different of a mode because there's so many things you can use to just score cheap hits. So the strategy is very different from any other mode in the game. We'll probably only have time for a couple of those, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, looks like one just started, unfortunately. So before I get too bored, I will cut away when we actually get to the selection. Alright guys, I waited a little bit. It did say the battle will start soon, so I think we're getting to it. I don't know if there's going to be a track selection in this or not. I've not really done much. Anyway, should be starting. Okay, here we go. Let's pick this. There's some of these courses are really set up for battle, but others aren't because they're actually just regular tracks again for some reason. I don't know why there's so many, but I'll go ahead and pick a battle course for each of these, and we'll be changing our selection now because, like, now that it's battle, things are completely different. So there's no random shenanigans in here, like, because battle is just like its own thing. It doesn't have the same problems that versus race did, but then again, it's also battle mode. It's not nearly as fun as the races. Oh my goodness, there's an enemy on there. I'm guessing that person left. But yeah, anyways, we're finally into this first battle. Let's see if we can get chain shot. Okay, good. So we got a unique battle course. Perfect. I want to try and pick a battle course. Oh, this is coin runners. Interesting. So I guess I should have mentioned, yes, there are different modes besides just battle. This is coin runners. So now we're going to have to go around and basically collect a bunch of coins, and the person who has the most at the end wins. These coins are really spread out, by the way. I will say this mode is a little bit tricky to do at first. But yeah, we pretty much just have to go for coins. Okay, we kind of missed those. Your goal is to get as many coins as you can, but if you start missing some, you can also try getting more coins by hitting the other players. Each time you hit someone, they drop their coins, and then you can kind of go for them as you see fit. Each mode is slightly different from each other. Honestly though, with this mode, you can just lose coins so many fast. Right now, my biggest focus right now is to just focus on getting coins early, but not trying to hit people. And it's actually why I'm not using items. If we were in battle mode, if we were in balloon battle, we would be doing this way differently. But now here, I think it's probably better we just go for coins. And then at the end, we're gonna probably want to start chasing whoever has the most money, hit them so that they lose coins, and then try to get a bunch of coins from them. Additionally, as we get more coins, we'll probably also have to run away from nukes. So we do need to be cautious of that. Otherwise, I'm just gonna kind of go around here and just try our best to get coins. Thankfully, the map does tell you where all the coins are, so you can kind of head in that general area to try and get coins. Other than that, yeah, you're just trying to get coins. Really, though, the end part is the only part that really matters. Do be careful, though, because of the new changes. If we're first, we do get a big golden crown on our head now, so whenever that happens, everyone's going to suddenly come for us, and we're going to have to find new strategies and ideally try to avoid all these people. Okay, now we're at the last part. Now we need to start hitting players. Now we need to try chasing players with stars and other items. And when we get a big lead, we then need to run away with it. Meanwhile, everybody else will probably try to chase us down. Okay, I saw a bad item. Oh, I tried to charge into him. Didn't work. We did not get a good item there at the end. That was a bit more erratic, honestly. With coin runners, at first it'll seem like you won't really do great at first, but once you know what to do, it becomes a lot more interesting. Okay, not bad. We got a pretty high spot. I can tell because Yoshi is dancing. So we did pretty well, actually, for our first time here. We're 4th. Holy crap. That's big. And we get a good amount of points from that. Nice. People have hit 10k on this before, by the way. There is a chance we might find someone with 10k. However, because of how risky it is, who knows what can happen. But yeah, there we go. We were able to get stuff done, and yeah, that battle actually was pretty fun. Though it felt boring at first because, like, with coin runners, you kind of don't want to really go aggressive early on. You kind of want to just wait until the last few seconds and then start playing the game. So you'll just want to collect coins calmly rather than aggressively taking them from players. Because if you get into the lead too early, all of a sudden everyone's going to try and take you down. Yeah, that's a big problem. Oh, Big Donut is a classic one. This is actually one of the earliest battles I remember. You know, Mario Kart 64. That's the game that originally, well, actually no. SNES had battles. It's just that battles were a lot better in the N64. And this is one of the most iconic ones ever. Okay, now it's Moon Battle. So now things are different. Now we're going to actually want to hit people. So this is going to change a bit. I believe it just goes off of how many people you hit. So you pretty much either want to try and protect yourself or just keep trying to hit everyone. I don't know which version this is, though. I will tell you, though, we're probably going to want to try and get items fast. Okay, it does have the 3-minute timer. I'm guessing it is the different version. Before, if you get knocked out, you straight up were done. You could not do anything. But now, we're just gonna kind of do stuff. Why is a mushroom? Okay, hang on. We're gonna throw a banana there, so we trap that. Maybe that will get someone. And we'll do that again on these two. See if I got anyone. We did get hit once already. I'm gonna save this. Okay, we got one. Okay, I think this is the original version, actually. That means if we get hit too many times, we're done. So we do need to protect ourselves. We're already pretty low on points. I'm so used to Wii's battle mode, honestly. The one that you can just focus on getting our stuff done. Sorry, boy, but I had to get rid of you. You kind of want to move very constantly in battle mode. If you're not moving more often than not in this mode, then it can be a big problem. Because then you're just leaving yourself vulnerable to getting hit. Got him. Nice. I guess we're gonna keep doing this for a bit. So yeah, from the looks of it, any player that does lose all their balloons is eliminated. We're just gonna kind of keep getting items for a bit, hope for the best. I just realized this weird donut rain thing, that's the same thing we go on when we do, classic. The moment I actually get a good item, the red, figures I lose it because somebody else hit me first. Whatever. Okay. Oh, we'll throw this now. See who it is. We only have one item left. Gosh darn it. We were so close to surviving too. Well, to be fair, I did not expect that the mode would be like this. At the very least, they did make it 5 balloons now. But still, it's kind of tight. Just got hit a few too many times though, so basically the people who have the most boons will win. We might lose some points from this since we're new to battle. Honestly, I haven't played battle in a while, to be fair. Oh, I just realized, if you get eliminated, you get 0 automatically. So to get most points, you need to hit the most people, but now if you get... It used to be where if you got eliminated, you would just take a penalty of points, and then you would just keep playing. But yeah, I guess I was right about one thing. Whoever hits the most people wins that, typically. To be fair, balloon battle is just as erratic as you would think. We do need to be cautious, especially early on. Honestly, with more often than not, it's probably better to just play survival and hope you don't get hit as much. But of course, if you're too tame, you're not going to get a good score. So you kind of just have to pick and choose. You also need to be cautious that almost everybody will try to trap different areas. Alright, let's go with random. 2 of these we've seen already. We're gonna go for random just to spice things up. It's not like the intermissions, though. It'll pick pretty much whatever battle arena you can think of. It's possible it won't be the full track. I know in some modes, when you pick battles, they'll just have you going around the full track, but in other areas, they'll actually be the full battle. Maybe. So, who knows what could happen. Alright, well, we didn't do quite as well on that one, but we'll have enough time for at least one 4-player battle, so we can make this work. Oh, we got balloon battle again. To play survival. Question is, how good are we gonna do on this one? I have no clue. We are pretty low compared to the other players in this battle room. This battle room is actually filled with quite a bit of people. Oh, I see. We're not even in the main course. We're in this random area over here. So this is one of the new battle courses. And you use the whole course now. Wow, that's crazy. Oh my goodness. How did they get hit early? Oh, wow. I want to get a better item than just the boomerang. Oh my goodness. I thought he was trying to do something. I saw that Yoshi was going right for me. He looked really scary, so I thought I would back him with a shell, and oh my gosh, that snipe was crazy. Dude, it was insane. Let's try and back in there and keep the pressure. He's not gonna stop following me. Part of the problem is with going on these folk courses, it's hard to know where people are. It's also multiple layers, which makes it quite complex. Honestly, I think I'm gonna play the defensive game like I did the last time. I'm just gonna play to try and survive the whole 5 minutes. If I don't, then I will get very soon. Okay, I guess I lied a bit. I think Boomerang is pretty powerful, but same time, it's not the best item anymore because it used to home in way better. I will say also, the battle CPU is slightly better. It's actually the one thing that hasn't been nerfed in the whole game. We do not have a great item set. Right now, I'm just trying to get better items. Maybe protect myself. So as long as we can keep ourselves alive, that's probably the most important thing. We'll probably actually have better luck just running people over when we have the greens. Now we'll probably want to try hitting more people. I think you can also see who has the most points by like the crown icon too. So just like before, if you know gonna win, you can try and eliminate them, and all of a sudden they won't get a good spot. I'm gonna do what I did last time. I'm gonna trap that and see if anyone falls for that. Fortunately, they made it a little bit too easy to see those items now. Trying to go around in the corner so this cow can't snipe me with that boomerang. I know boomerang's still a pretty scary item. Although it's been nerfed a lot, it's still pretty pumpkin, I'll say that much. Oh my goodness. I even... Oh, I think that was my own IDs. Okay, we survived! We didn't get a good spot because... Not doing the right pose, but at least we survived. That's what counts. Okay, we're higher up. We're about in a similar spot that we were before, but we didn't hit a lot of people, so we didn't get a lot of bins. But that's still better than nothing, I guess. So we'll do one more battle, and we'll just wait until the battle starts this time. That should be fair enough. Alright, folks. We're on the track selection like I mentioned we would be. Now we just gotta keep going in. I will say battle mode can be a lot more random, since after all, it's all mostly down to item farm. A lot of it could be literally you're just farming items and hoping for the best. There seems to be two good strategies though. One where you just keep moving around like I do, that way you can get a better chance to avoid stuff. And then the other strategy, you just go ahead and hit everyone. We just did this course. Was that random that picked that, or did somebody pick that on purpose? But either way, we already did this course, and now we're doing it again. With coin letters instead. Ugh. Awkward. I'm not gonna even get a start boost here, though. I noticed there's some coins right behind me. I'm gonna try and... I do like how for Ariba's Circuit it gives you the original theme from Super Mario Kart, which is a nice touch. Other than that, though, yeah, we're gonna just do what we did before. This is the early part. We're just gonna focus on getting our money and try not to get hit. Then near the end, we're gonna start using items and try to hit a bunch of people so they drop their money. That seemed to work fairly well the last time. Help though if we can actually get more money now. Also, I guess I should mention, yeah, if we do get hit ourselves or somebody else gets hit, we can pick up wherever their coins fell. Also, we can try using the charge jump to get onto those too, which can help out. Okay, that was not good, but at least we're not gonna be a target anymore because we have like no coins. And again, we still have 3 minutes to go. There's still a lot of time before any barrel sounds. Would hit me. Even with me, oh, I have like 3 coins. You would still hit me despite all that. How cruel. Let's try to hit these holes instead. Okay, we need to start stealing coins now, maybe. Sooner than I expected. Ooh, we got hit by everyone. Okay, we finally hit someone. Go. At the very least, we got a couple of hits on people. But now it's going a little bit closer. We're really losing coins now. Suddenly, we're not getting as many. Keep in mind, in the end, this is battle mode. It could be very random sometimes. We really just need a star so we can steal these coins. Really, we have nobody nearby. Okay, this is the guaranteed low spot. It was all because we kind of got destroyed near the end. It was not fun at all. Alright, well, we're really low down. I think we're definitely losing points this time. Oh, wow. All that for just 20? Okay. To be fair, I'm not really the best with battle mode, and to be fair, I don't really like it too much, so I guess it's fair. And I didn't really do the best. We're just gonna leave now. Because as you guys know, this is the 50-minute marker. So yeah, unfortunately you didn't win any battles, but to be fair, battles really tough to win. You kind of have to just get lucky. Play both an evasive game and just really do well. It takes lots of practice. And seeing as how that was probably my first time playing in a while, it's no surprise I did pretty terribly. But we still got some rating after all of that, so if we look at our ratings now, battles are lowest, but that's just because it's battle. It's hard to get a really good rating here. Then knockout tour, next highest, and racing is our highest, but to be fair, we did that for longer. And we're really good at racing, so yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video. We're gonna be doing a new playthrough now, which is gonna be really fun. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.